stream is back again, yet with another topic on literary theory, post-colonial theory and literature. So let's come get into the topic on post-colonial theory and literature. Post-colonial theory focuses on the reading and writings of literature written in previously or currently colonized countries. The literature is composed of colonizing countries that deal with colonization or colonized peoples. Mainly, the post-colonial theory talks about the colonized people, colonized countries. The post-colonial theory is a term that refers to the theoretical and critical observations of former colonies of the Western powers, how they relate to and interact with the rest of the world, greatly interested in the culture of the colonizer and the colonized. Example, one of the Shakespeare's play Tempest is one of the post-colonial play where Caliban and Ferdinand, those characters, no, they come. They that novel, that play is moreover like a post-colonial novel where it talks about colonizer and the colonized. Critical observations of former colonies of the Western powers and how they relate to and interact with the rest of the world. Greatly interested in the cultures of the colonizer and the colonized. Post-colonist theory seeks to critically investigate what happens when two cultures clash and one of them ideologically fashions itself as superior and assumes dominance and control over the other. The field of post-colonial studies has itself been hotly contested ever since its rise in the 1970s. The three pillars of post-colonial theory are Edward Said, Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak, and Homi Bhabha. Edward Said's work is important work is Orientalism. Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak work is Can the Subaltern Speak? Homi Bhabha, Nation and Narration. Edward Said, let's come and see first post-colonial theory critic. Edward Said, probably the most important figure for the rise of post-colonial studies and theory. Born in 1935 in Jerusalem and dies in 2003, Palestinian American scholar and critic and a writer. Said raised as an Anglican and he has attended as a British school in Cairo, then at Princeton and Harvard. He became an academic literary critic. From 1963 until his death, he was a professor of English and comparative literature at Columbia University in New York. Edward Said continued. He soon became the best-known American advocate for the Palestinian cause. His 1978 book, important book, Orientalism, re-evaluated an entire historic tradition of European American thought, examining the relation of political power to the representation of the world, and generated an entire field of cultural and post-colonial studies, as well as informing the thinking of scholars in every area of cultural, social, and historical work. Other significant books include, these are very important, The Question of Palestine, 1979, Covering Islam, 1981, The World of the Text and the Critic, 1983, Culture and Imperialism, 1993, The Politics of Disposition, 1994, Representation of the Intellectual, 1994, Peace and its Discontents, 1995, The End of the Peace Process, 2000, Reflections on Exile, 2000, and Humanism and Democratic Criticism, 2004. Next, Orientalism. Let's see the main ideas on Orientalism. Orientalism illustrates Asian and Islamic cultures during European imperialism and European goals of maintaining power and domination of non-Europeans. He argued that Europe used the Orient and imperialism as a symbol of its strength and superiority. Edward Said suggested that Orientalists are treated as others, in this case Muslims and Asians, and as objects defined not in terms of their own discourses, but society in terms of standards and definitions imposed on them from outside. Among the influences underlying these definitions was, in Said's view, a long-standing Western concern of presenting Islam as opposed to Christianity. Next, Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak. You all know Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak, who wrote the book Can the Subaltern Speak? Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak was born in 1942. Is thought of as one of the three co-founders of post-colonial theory. Her main work on post-colonial theory was her critique of post-colonial reason toward a history of the vanishing Persian, 1999. Her work combines Marxism, feminism, and deconstruction. She introduced many to this type of post-colonial theory when she published three pieces in the 1980s, Three Women Texts, and A Critique of Imperialism, Can the Subaltern Speak, and Draupadi by Magesh Dashwan, Magasweta Devi. She also translated the novels of Magasweta Devi, a fiction writer in Bengali, which have been influenced in establishing the parameters of the literature of post-colonialism. These include Imaginary Maps 1995, World Women 1999, and Choti Munga and His Arrow 2002. In Magasweta Devi fictional novels, she represents the native in her otherness and singularity. You should know otherness, singularity, mimicry, hybridity, these are the terms where the post-colonial literature critics use. Okay. So next, Homike Baba. Homike Baba, we all know his important work is Nation Narration, and he has also spoken about third space. He wrote The Nation and Narration 1990. This considers how to conceptualize the nation under colonialism and by default in post-colonial. Yet he takes issues with the anthropologist Benedict Anderson, views of the relationship between imperialism and its resistance in imagined communities. Benedict Anderson, we all know, is known for his work Imagined Communities 1991. Next, places of post-colonialism. Where are the places of post-colonialism? Latin America, Africa, East and Southeast Asia, South Asia, Caribbean, Polynesia, United States. So, Latin America, what are the texts we can see post-colonial ideas? Ejo Carpentier, The Lost Steps, 1956. Carol Fuentes, The Death of Armistice Cruz, 1964. Julio Cortázar, Hope's Coach, 1966. Mario Vargas Llosa, The Greenhouse, 1968. Gabriel Garcia Marquez, 100 Years of Solitude, very important, 1970. Manuel Puig, Betrayed by Rita Quixote, 1971. Marta Traba, Mothers and Shadows, 1983. Sebro Sarodi, Colibri, 1984. Isabel Allende, House of the Spirits, 1985. Silviano Santiago, Stella Manhattan, 1985. Diamella Elliot, The Fourth World War, 1995. Joe Gabretto Noel, Hotel Atlantico, 1989. Caesar Era, The Hair, 1998. Licket Piglia, The Absent City, 2000. And Pedro Lempel, My MV Tender, Matador, 2010. These are the works. Okay. In Africa, what are the works? Amos Tutola, The Palm Wine, Drinkyard and His Dead Palm, Win Tapester and the Dead Tower. Then Naguib Mahfouz, Palace Walk, 1956 to 1957. Chinua Achebe, Things Fall Apart. We all know Things Fall Apart. The title has been taken from Second Coming by W.B. Yeats. Like Postman Swampy, God's Bit of Food, 1962. Block Modi Seni, Blame Me on History, 1963. Tayyip Saleh, Season of Migration to the North. Also Inca, Death and the King, Hosman, 1975. Nebuga Thiago, Petals of Black, 1977. It's a very, very important novel. Maria For So Long, A Letter, 1980. Nadine Gardiner, Julie's People, 1981. Very nice play. Then Bucci Indichetta, The Rape of Chevy, 1983. Nurdin Farah Maps, it's one of a trilogy called Nurdin Farah's trilogy, which includes Maps, Gibson Secrets, and Links, Knots, and Crossbones. Asia Dejpor, Fantasia, and Algerian Cavalcade, and Abaldikabr Kaditi, Love in Two Languages, 1990. J.M. Coates' Disgrace. One of the famous novel, Justice Disagree, Nervous Conditions. Joe Bicompi, David Story, 2001. Tahar Ben Julio, The Blinding Absence of Light, 2002. Next, coming to East and Southeast Asia, our side. Eileen Chang, The Rogue of the North, 1967. Termodia and the Tour, The Fugitive. John Mukara, No Boy, 1975. Teresa's Hakim, Cha Dikti, 1982. Wendy Loyo, The Coffin Tree, 1983. Amy Tan, The Joy Luke Club, 1989. Jessica Tarakata Hagerton Tokatas, 1990. Pak Won-cho, The Necrity, 1995. Yu Miri, Family Cinema, 1996. Nanko Monkey Blues, 1997. Chow Chong Ray, Playing with Fire, 1997. Murakami Haruki, The Wind of Bird Chronicle, 1997. And Monique Trong, The Book of Salt, and Wu Juro, The Fly Tree Memoirs of a Taiwanese Patriot, 2002. Next, South Asia. R.K. Narayan, Swami and Friends, 1944. Kamala Markandeya, Nectar and the Sea, 1954. Raja Rao, Serpent and the Rope, 1960. Bharati Mukherjee, The Tiger's Daughter, 1972. Salman Rushdie, Midnight Children, 1981. Hanif Kureshi, The Buddha of Suburbia, 1990. Meena Alexander, Fault Lines of Mime, 1993. Magasweta Devi, Imaginary Maps, 1994. Jumbo Agri, Interpreter of Maladies, 1999. Amitabh Ghosh, The Glass Palace, 2000. Rodin Dynasty, Family Matters, 2000. In Caribbean, George Lemming, The Capital Castle of Meskin 1953 vs Naipaul, Mystic Massacre, Kamau Brathwaite, Rites of Passage 1967, Amy Kazay, Tempest 1986, Maris Condi, Kirkhomo 1976, Wilson Harris Vienna Quartet 1985, Derek Walcott Umras 1990. Derek Walcott's that one of the plays very important. Jamaica Kinshasa is also very important writer. Lucy, the work Lucy 1990, Erna Border, Louisiana 1994, and United States Toni Morrison. We all know Beloved, Jazz. So if many works are written by Toni Morrison, all very important. Then Americo Paradox, George Washington Gomez 1990, Les Marmosilco, Almanac of the Dead 1991. Leslie Marmosilco is also very important. Sandra Cisneros Caramello or Puro Kyoto, Puros Kyoto. This in Polynesia, Albert Bendit, Sons for the Return Home 1973, Harry Home, The Bond People 1985, Ebi Hova, Tales of the Tikongs 1983, Bits Tammy Kimara Bulibas, King of the Gypsies 1994, Sia Fijal, Where We Once Belong 1996, Patricia Grace Baby, No Eyes 1998, Witty Tammy Gamera Bulibas, King of the Gypsies, Haukuna K, Trask Light, and the Creeps Never Seen 1994. With this, we are completing post-colonial theory. I have shared the important ideas on post-colonial theory and post-colonial ideas and important text on post-colonial